Hello again, it's time for Game of the Week. For this week it is Cities XL, or Cities XL Unlimited Edition. In my case, that's the one I bought. I was lucky enough to get a copy of this for $6 off Steam. I played it once before at a friend's house, and it was nice that I finally got a copy myself. And also, because I bought it off Steam, I got 2011, for the Cities XL 2011 version, for much cheaper. So here we go. I played with some mods, so that was why you saw sandbox mode and some other things, but we'll look through. You have all these cities that you can use and different maps that you can build your city on, I mean. So take a look at the first ones. Valleys, canyons, green plains, coasts, all sorts of fun things with their own challenges. Some don't have this resource, some have this resource. So it involves you having to trade and export, import. So let's just start something small and new very quickly, just to give you a feel of how it starts. So my name is City. You see the difficulty is pretty low on this one. Quick load. See the little view options here. You can change the time of day if you want. Sometimes cool when you have a big city and you can see all the lights at night. Anyway, so you have a nice big map to play with. This is especially a good map for holidays and stuff like that. Being a resort and vacation destination. The little purple on the side means that there's a link to the outside for your import and export. I just look to see there's some mods here of the city halls. Just find the default city hall here. Plop it down. Now I gotta place the utilities, basic stuff. So I'll find a nice place, keep it away from the city here, from the city hall. Put it up on this hill. Make sure it's got road access, otherwise it's worthless. There we go, plop it down. And just build some houses here. I don't want to do that. Find a nice little area. There we go. There's various things. The 1s are unskilled, the 2s are skilled workers, the 3 are executives, the 4 are elites. As your city gets bigger, you get access to them, and they're needed to have higher tier things. Like you saw, there's just the first house tier, and then there's another kind of condo complex tier, and then there's a huge apartment tier. And so build a farm quickly. So obviously your people need food. Now you can either import it if you're not on a map that allows you to farm, or in this case, I can build a farm. And of course it needs road access to the rest of the town. So you want to give it good car access and have a big road. Okay, now we can look down. You can see as you zoom in, graphics are quite nice. You can see the cities come in, people are moving in slowly. You can also up the time by the little 1 with the red time going through. You can up it to 5 and it go a lot faster. There you go, just looking through, there's the nice city hall. So take a look, this is a beginning of your city. So now let's look ahead. This is a city I have that is 1 million. You see it's got some problems, it needs some tokens. So we'll explore the trade in a moment. Yeah, this is a city of 1 million, so obviously there'll be higher tier buildings. You'll see a lot more problems. You'll see an expansive industry and manufacturing and farming and resources like oil. So this is a great map to show you a lot of the things that you can do in Cities XL. Now sometimes you just want to build a small town and have a little farming community. And that was actually the point of this town when I first built it. It was supposed to just be a small farming community, and ended up becoming a city of 1 million. So as you see, there are all sorts of extra buildings here. And we're just going to look over and see that we have, in the corner here, we have our manufacturing, our dumping, etc. Pollution is a big effect. If pollution goes too far, it can kill some farms. That's why the farms have some problems here. Going too far, I also have a ton of farms, so I need to be exporting a bit more. And so you can see all these houses, and you can see in the corner little problems they're having and recommendations they have for what you need down, whether it's employment satisfaction or if they want more shops or they want a school nearby. These are things to take into account, because if your reputation gets bad, if you see the 1, 2, 3 at the top bar of the screen, if it gets too bad, people won't come into your city. Now they will commute, so that's a good thing. As you saw, the industry is far away from the rest of the town, so people will drive, which is something I like, something you didn't see as much in Caesar 3 and games like that. Obviously it's a lot easier to commute in a modern era than it is in Caesar 3 pulling a cart around. Okay, so you look at you can see the people walking through. It's a little hard to record and show it with the amount of graphics that are being displayed. But you see the cars. You can click on a car and actually follow it around the city if you want. And so here we are looking at the traffic, so all the cars going to go by. So how about we click on this ambulance? You can see out the back of the ambulance for a moment. You see how it's moving along, see where everything's going. Okay, we'll zoom back out here. Look down here at this road area. See there's some houses for elites there. See the nice things there. You also have to build entertainment for them. Obviously there's a helipad just out of view. See the big H for the helipad? You can see in there are all the things you have to build, educational stuff, hospitals, security, fire, all this stuff. This is something to help the quality of life by having a nice monument or building. As you can see, that's what small cities are. Sorry, with the small buildings at the beginning of your city. And then as you move on, you get the higher tiers, stuff like that. And eventually you can wipe them out, of course, and replace them. Now I move on to this city. This was another one I built as a farming community. I'll just play with the lighting a little bit. Back to midday. So this is just a burgeoning city. It's, very small. It's only about 18,000 people, but lots of farms. You can see the green in the middle is just one big farming area. And so you have a nice little town here. Since there's not a big a city, we can share all the cars moving around quickly. Not as much traffic, obviously. Planned ahead, built wide roads for those parts of the city anyway. Now we look at the trade panel here. This shows you, the tokens you need. So you need a little bit of industry, need a little manufacturing. So you can go here and let's click manufacturing. And when you see manufacturing here, in the top part, you can buy from another city. So kind of an AI city will import stuff to you. Originally this game had an online mode where you could trade with other cities and go to other cities that people made, but they shut that down unfortunately and took away some of the stuff, which is one of the reasons I play with mods, because I wanted some of the packs that they took away when they got rid of it, like the Old England, since I have an Old England city as well that I had fun making. So that's the game of the week, Cities Excel.